good, so much more than is good for me, more than is good.
Most products we use are helping destroy orangutans' habitat. Extinction is imminent for these beautiful creatures and many more unless the palm oil industry slows its rate of deforestation. The blood is on our hands, and something needs to be done.
I am falling, say my name, and
An area the size of 300 football fields of Indonesian and Malaysian rainforest is cleared every hour to make way for one vegetable oil. That's 6 football fields destroyed every minute. This vegetable oil is called palm oil and is used in hundreds of our everyday popular products. Just like oil and water, this level of deforestation cannot mix with local ecosystems. The palm oil industry is also growing rapidly in Western Africa and South America, particularly Colombia. The UN says 90% of Indonesian rainforests will be gone in 30 years. Orangutans in 10. Within the last 2 decades, palm oil production has increased enormously, with most of the oil exported into international markets. This has provided income and sustenance for developing communities, but has also resulted in loss of habitat for many threatened species, including the Sumatran tiger, orangutan and Asian elephant, as well as the displacement of some indigenous peoples. Trade routes travel the world, with every continent buying products with palm oil.
Whereas palm oil plantations in Colombia are causing even harsher results, the surge in demand has sustained a ruthless land grab by right-wing paramilitary groups in Colombia's rural areas. Colombia is having to deal with numerous land seizures in the Southwest Pacific region, where subsistent farmers have been expelled and in some cases killed by armed groups allegedly seeking to cash in on the palm oil bonanza. In the past 4 years, Colombia has more than doubled cultivation to 350,000 hectares, with about a quarter of exports going to the UK and much of the rest bound to Germany and Spain. Colombia is the world's 5th largest palm oil exporter, behind Malaysia, Indonesia and Thailand. And yet all of these countries have something very much in common.
Preservatives of love. You have what you have is for you and the future of your child. Look, there's a fool.
Firstly, this controversial product is responsible for widespread deforestation that reduces biodiversity, causing the near extinction of the orangutan. Carbon dioxide emissions also increase exponentially when deforestation is involved. But the harm doesn't stop there. Rainforests help generate rainfall in drought-prone countries elsewhere. Studies have shown that deforestation of rainforests in such West African countries as Nigeria and Ghana may have caused 2 decades of droughts in the interior of Africa, with attendant hardship and famine.
When I was a child, everybody smiled. Nobody knows me at all. Very late at night and in the morning light.
The rate of deforestation is linked directly to the international demand for palm oil. This unstable industry is going so close to our doorstep, and yet not only are we doing nothing about it, we are fueling such high demand for palm oil. 97% of Australia's palm oil comes from Indonesia and Malaysia, where we are consuming it in every single food without even knowing.
As a result of increasing demand, the companies involved in palm oil production have seen their profits soar. For example, Palm oil company Wilmar International enjoyed a 24% increase in net profits in the first 9 months of 2010, allowing the company's director to become Indonesia's second richest man, with an estimated net worth of $3 billion. On the one hand, palm oil has enabled developing countries to improve their economic standing in the global marketplace, but simultaneously destroying their environment and rich biodiversity. A balance needs to be met between these somewhat necessary repercussions of palm oil production.
Palm oil can be produced on land that's already been cleared for timbering, saving thousands of hectares every day. Currently, companies are choosing to develop on thriving rainforests because it's cheaper for them to cut down the timber, sell it, and then start producing palm oil. Increased profits, but at what cost?
Another step would be to ensure proper labelling on any product containing palm oil. Currently, it is only necessary to label vegetable oil without going into any specifics if it is palm oil. The UN has the power and the support to pass laws to make the changes of food labelling. We have a right to know exactly what we are eating and the impacts of that ingredient. Customer knowledge is a very important aspect of this issue, as palm oil's bloody history is well hushed up. Organisations such as the UN, the Round Table of Sustainable Palm Oil and Greenpeace are already fighting for this solution and will keep fighting until it is a reality. And this reality starts with us, the consumers. Already Nestle has been spearheaded to investigate its palm oil companies through consumer pressure. Multiple Greenpeace campaigns and rallies have made a difference. If customers want sustainable palm oil and no deforestation, the companies will deliver. The customer is always right.
But we don't have to leave it to the politicians to make a change. We can do something. It is up to us to look at what we are buying and see if it uses palm oil. Already, Nestle has been forced to change its buying patterns because of public outrage. This tactic is working. Let's turn the spotlight onto this global industry and stop the destruction. We can wash our hands of this bloody industry.
More than is good.